The main thing that you guys will hear about in Turkey as a whole is Turkish breakfast. So we're going to be getting this a ton, especially over the course of the next couple days, and then over the course of our 40-day road trip throughout Turkey.
Sometimes it comes with a boiled egg. Right now, it's a fried egg. Well, not fried. Scrambled?
Scrambled.
I don't know.
Scrambled, yeah.
Obviously tea, as always. Some... what do we have, Ruthie?
We have fresh vegetables. We have cucumbers and tomatoes, also some olives, and really good cheese.
Yeah.
Got our candies, but what I like even more than the candy is baklava. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. We were just walking past this spot and we figured, why not? It's right across the street from the candy spot, so we'll get some baklava. And what is this one? Oh, wow. This one looks amazing. Just go in with the hands.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god.
Very good.
This is very good. This is very good.
Yeah.
This is, I think, the best one I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Is it really that good, Ruthie?
Yeah, I think it's the best one I've ever had.
Oh, wow.
Long name. We can't go to Turkey and not have sweets. This is delicious. Okay, it's kind of like bread soaked in honey with a creamy filling and then more honey on top. This is so good. You should try it. This is so good. Thank you. You guys come here, come across the candy shop, you'll get the best sweets from him. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Bye. To the markets in all these different places, but with two reservations. One is not to come during the busiest time, which is what we did this time, and the second is not to carry your camera around while you're in the markets.
Yeah.
It's so distracting. It's so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Definitely, and this is like, we've been to the markets in Morocco, we've been to the markets in Cairo, and this is probably the busiest ones out of all the ones that we've been to thus far.
Also one of the most built up ones. There's so much to see here. We've only seen like 10% of it.
Yeah, also that guy who just walked ahead of me tried to put his hand in my pocket, so be careful.
Alright guys, Hammer just got a haircut.
Just got a fresh cut. The number one thing that you can do in Turkey is get Turkish coffee.
And essentially Turkish coffee is just like super dense compared to your regular American coffee.
The best things about Turkey, by the way, is that they serve their coffee or tea with water. So always with water. And as you guys can see, some beautiful coffee right here.
This little cup here is so cool.
Little cup, and then you can put, oh, and they have sweets, some Turkish delights with your Turkish coffee.
I wonder if they... One spicy one, one not spicy one. I'm glad I got the not spicy one because the not spicy one is still a little bit spicy. And we also got Aran, and Hammer's gonna tell you about that.
I got the spicy one, and the reason why I got Aran was because it's like a yogurt drink, and you'll find this, it's like a staple all over Turkey, and it is my favorite drink to go with any type of meat, any type of food, and it's just a classic drink. It's just yogurt, it washes down the spiciness, and it's really good for your digestive system.
Get here, one of the first things you should do is sign up to do a free walking tour. You actually don't even need to sign up. You just show up in Sultan Ahmet Square at 10:45 in the morning on any day that you're here, and then you could do a free walking tour. They have them in English and I think in other languages, but might be at a different time if it's another language. But they walk you all over the city, and it's on the European side. They walk you all over the European side, and then you get to hear a lot about the history of where you are and why anything's important here.
So on our walking tour, we met this awesome couple from Canada who's traveling for about a year, and they just invited us out to this hammam.
Yep, it's called the Turkish hammam, which is a Turkish bathhouse, and this is where you can go to do like saunas, like hot pools and cold pools. You also usually get an exfoliating scrub with it, which varies in how strongly they scrub, and it also varies a ton in terms of pricing. You can get massages in addition to whatever the basic price is, but the basic price will usually be anywhere from like 65 lira all the way up to like 200, 300, 400, 500 lira, sometimes even more. It just depends on how luxurious of an experience you want.
Just made it to the hammam. There's different entrances for the guys and girls, so Ruthie and I are both gonna split up. We're gonna meet up afterwards, and then I'll tell you what my experience is like, and Ruthie will tell you what hers is like. So it might be different for the both of us, who knows? I don't know what both sides are like.
God, I must be the dirtiest person this girl's ever scrubbed.
Oh my God. Ruthie, how was it?
That was the best. You go in, and I thought, for some reason I thought there was like pools and stuff also, but it's really
That's
just
what
like,
I thought.
You go in and like, so for ladies you wear your bottoms, you go topless in this one. For some of them I think you go naked, some of them you have a full bathing suit, it always depends. And then you go in, we sit in the sauna for a little bit, and they had 2 ladies working there, so then like once one person's done with their scrub, then they call another one in. And then, oh, careful.
I'm gonna break another camera.
And then, yeah, right. And then, so once she calls you in, then you go, and then you lay down on like this huge marble slab, and then they scrub you down, they scrub you down, they scrub you down. You go on your back and your front, and they go all over your body, and then they wash you off. And then they wash you off, and then you get a foam bath, and then they rub you down with soap, and it's all like bubbles and foamy, and it feels really nice. And then you wash that off, and then you can just sit down next to this thing, and it's pouring cold water and hot water, and you can just take a bucket and like douse yourself in water for as long as you want.
All right, for guys, it was like pretty much you go in butt naked, but you put on like a thing.
A nice little towel.
Nice little towel. They bring you inside, you go in a sauna for a little bit, and then after the sauna, they pull you out. They pulled him out earlier than me, and they told me wait 1 minute. And I was dying in there, waiting for 5 minutes, and I was like, nobody's coming to get me. So I walked out and started pouring water on myself. And then I see him in the corner, like getting scrubbed. Like the guy's just like scrubbing him. And so my guy comes and he's like, lays me down. First he like scrubs me a little bit to get the dead skin off. And then he lays me down and just like does this like soft like massage on me, which felt great. And then afterwards, afterwards apparently like his guy like scrubbed off the dead skin from like 20 years ago, and he feels phenomenal. I feel like a newborn baby. Yeah, I feel like a newborn baby for sure. Iran, obviously, to wash it down. You gotta have that. Amazing as always.
I'm so excited to show you guys something that I've been waiting since we arrived in Istanbul to eat. This is called pita, and when it's full, it's like this big, long, like skinny football shape, and football as in like American football, and it's like a really soft, nicely baked bread with something in the inside. So what we got is egg, mincemeat, and tomato. But you can get all different kinds of things inside the pita, but this is just the classic type, and this is one of the best things that you can eat in Turkey. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my god.
She put up her hair, that's how you know she's serious.
The bread is perfectly doughy. The meat is perfectly seasoned. It's not too hot for me. This is amazing.
Hot Wheels.
Emmer's a nice guy, just always helping out.
Merhaba abiyat. Allah bakalım, Allah bakalım. Allah. Gel. Ya amani. Okay. Oh, thank you. Alright. Hello. Yes.
chocolate.
Taste.
Okay.
Okay. Money. Okay. It's got vanilla, chocolate, lemon, pistachio, strawberry, blackberry. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Vanilla, chocolate, lemon, pistachio, strawberry, blackberry.
And I'll do vanilla, please.
Vanilla is merhabalar biliyor. Okay, oh thank you guys. Yes, okay, up. Al bağlam, okay, up. Up, Allah, up, bye bye. Okay, up, thank you guys. Okay, up, extra for you. Okay, up, money. Okay, up.
You finally got it.
One of the most famous things that you could do here in Istanbul is getting one of these stuffed potatoes, and you pretty much decide like what toppings you want inside. So I think I'm gonna do this one. That one looks good, right? Rudy, it's like a. It tastes like high cholesterol, but it's so good.
Why does Turkey have the best
Food. Turkey legit has the best food.
Legit.
So apparently the monument was built as like a sort of friendship for the Silk Road. So it was made with the Koreans and the Turkish, the Turks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just read it on that sign. So, so we couldn't go in the tower, which brings us to the next best thing. Picked up a bag of chips, and I got a coupon in here when I opened the bag of chips for a free soda, which was awesome.